we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A man from nearby Tucson who was a prep standout here in Arizona. It's Bijan Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it off him, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Calais Campbell, originally a Cardinal, there with the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. From left side, caught by Goodwin. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tariq Cohen taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, The quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
First down. Here's Ritter. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Red, yellow. Black.
He'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Still on his feet. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Claws red.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Black, red.
On first down, Ritter. And complete to Drake London. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and that will be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. There he goes, left side. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Tariq Cohen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Going up top for Miller. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Goodwin, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And my goodness, another. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Prater for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Budda Baker.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Ritter now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then what?
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Ready, set. On the ball.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
3rd and long now. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, 203 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st down, a run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Falcons going to use their 3rd and timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here we go. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Ready?
Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
17.
Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Murray.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Cohen gets it again on second.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tariq Cohen, 81 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go, step. You, yellow.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Claws, pen. Claws, red. Steel, black.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They try again with Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Ritter back to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teams.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. There he goes, left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cohen. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side,
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Prater's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Ritter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Inside the 20. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick-6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's Ritter after that pick six. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw, Ritter. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. A run between the tackles with Cohen. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's caught inside the 20. He's got it first and maybe more. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Black ultra.
Ritter from the gun. Into the hands of London.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Red cycle.
Working from the gun, Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Ready.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. That one deep for London. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. Now Ritter going to change up the look. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Ritter. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a
it.